afternoon. My name is Tekla Ali Johnson, and this is UPFront. And we have as our special guest today, Dena Brice. And we are so happy that you are here.
Thank you.
With us. Thank you. I had the opportunity to hear you sing today for the first time that wasn't on the internet or just live, and I was just really blown away. Your voice is phenomenal.
Thank you.
And your spirit also comes through.
Oh, thank you so much.
So could you just talk a little bit about what is your path to music and to, I want to talk about your ministry a little bit later, but
okay.
But just how did you become a musician?
Oh, wow. Well, if you let my mother tell it, I've been singing since about the age of 3. And they laugh at me today. You were just one of the cryingest babies. So that's how it all started. And I started obviously in the church. I have a church background. My mom put me on the Sunbeam choir, and as a youth I just kind of grew up doing those types of things. And
you're in Charlotte, was it?
No, actually I'm from the Spartanburg, Greenville area. Mm-hmm. There's a little city in South Carolina called Duncan. Duncan, South Carolina. Duncan is where I grew up, and went to high school there, and then went to college at Winthrop University in Rock Hill.
Right. Yeah. Did you take music all through?
I was a music
throughout?
major. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was a music major. I didn't make it all the way through. I got a call from one of our good friends, Donald Lawrence, and who was influential in pushing me towards a more professional career. And he called one day and said, I have an opportunity for you to go sing background with Dena Brice. And I don't know if you know who that is.
Yes.
Yeah. But
I
took that opportunity and I went on the road with Dena Brice.
When was this?
That was back in 1992, 93, somewhere around in there. Yeah.
And that experience was just...
Oh, it was just phenomenal. I got to see a lot of the United States, and we traveled a lot abroad, and got to see the world a little bit, and I caught the bug.
Right.
So from then, I went on to do stage plays and Broadway plays. There was a play called
in New York?
A Good Man Is Hard to Find.
Oh wow!
So we did that, and after we did A Good Man Is Hard to Find, I went on to sing background for Aaliyah.
You did? Oh my goodness, I'm learning so much.
The late great Aaliyah.
Today.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a tragedy.
Yeah, it really was. Just so sad. She was a sweet girl.
And you were you at the
I
time?
was not with her at that time. We had just finished up on the road, maybe about a couple of months before that happened.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that explains this phenomenal sound that you have. You've had a lot of experience.
I've had a lot of experiences.
And at all levels, it sounds
at
like.
all levels.
Excellent. Well, I guess I wanted to know a little bit about what are some of your top experiences with a band, maybe your own band, or because I know you have your own thing.
Yeah. Well, we do our Monday night. Obviously, what you just heard, the Monday night give back, and actually, excuse me, actually that started about 8 years ago. And we just started calling on musicians and what have you, and just started developing a relationship with the community here, the musical community in the Charlotte area. And
had you just moved to here then, or had you already been here?
No, I had already been here.
Oh.
Yeah, and my husband, who plays and has played all over the world, came back. The last session that he did was with Shaka Khan, and when he came back, he said, well, I want to do something for my community. I want to do something to give back. And I was like, wow, that's a great idea.
That's one of the questions I had. Did you guys meet?
Actually, yeah, we met when I was on the road with Dena Brice.
Okay.
So, our steps are ordered, and I believe it was destiny that we met up that way. I had no idea that I would be doing that, and then ultimately meeting my husband and my partner.
Right.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Now let me just ask you a question about who you admire. I know you guys did the tribute tonight to Andre Crouch. Is that like one of the favorites that you both share?
He is one of the all-time greats. I grew up listening to him, and my mom, she played his records, you know, every Sunday morning, and we listened to him every night just about. You know, learning music, and he was always in the repertoire somewhere.
So you're kind of giving me a hint. So your parents were also
musicians. My father, he played lead guitar, and he was in a quartet. And my mom was minister of music, and she was playing. Started playing, I think, when she was 9 or 10 years old. In the church.
Did she teach some with you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She sure did.
So you do other instruments besides voice talk?
I play a little bit of piano, not much, but a little bit. Yeah, just enough.
Good to know.
Don't tell anybody.
No, don't tell anybody. Can you just talk a little bit about your album?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I know.
Yeah.
And especially and some of the titles on there as well, because I noticed they're very powerful, and especially the one Women. What is that?
Oh yeah, Woman of God.
That's the only one that I've actually heard from there.
Yeah.
And what does that mean to you? I mean,
wow.
I know to others that might hear that. What did it mean to you in picking songs like that?
It meant I actually wrote the song. I wrote Woman of God.
Did.
Yeah, I wrote it, and it just means that a lot of times society will try to put titles on us for this or that, or she's only that, or she's only this. And I guess the full scope of it is, it's like, don't judge me. One of the words is, don't judge me by what you see, because it does not yet appear what I'll be. So don't put me in a box. Don't put me in a category. Basically, I'm just striving to be whatever God wants me to be, whatever that may be.
I found it very just a liberating song in terms of it's not you know how often it is that we're judged on our appearance or whatever it is or money or whatever, but just putting everything in perspective. So. Exactly. And then you have another title on there too. What was that? All I Need.
All I Need. Yeah, that was actually
a
remake.
Okay.
Yeah, we did a cover of that.
Okay.
The original artist was this group. It's called Hillsongs out of Australia.
Not familiar.
And it's a praise and worship team.
Okay.
And when Eric was on the road with Israel and New Breed, he introduced me to that artist.
We're gonna have to interview him too, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
and so you chose that title.
Yeah.
And, oh, beautiful. When you start writing, when you sit down, you want to write. What is it that you use for inspiration? I mean, what is it that is you write a lot? Do you?
Yeah, well, it comes on me in spurts.
Okay.
And at that time, I knew that I was doing a record, and I knew that at that time, the things that I was going through, it was easy to write.
Okay.
And sometimes you hear writers, they get writer's block,
right,
or what have you. So even now, I get little ideas, and I have an iPhone, and an idea will come, and I'll say I have to. Go on my iPhone and
you writing down lyrics, or you writing down?
I'm writing just lyrics. I don't hear the music. I just hear the lyrics.
The lyrics.
Yeah.
Well, beautiful. Well, we're going to take a listen to something that you've been doing out in the world, making music for us, and we want to let the audience hear it. So we'll be right back.
Okay.
Welcome back. We are up front, and we're here with Dena Brice. Mm-hmm. And can't forget that's your maiden name. And you were talking about your album a little bit, and I just want you to talk about that title before we move on.
Mm-hmm. It's
Safe.
Safe.
What does that mean to you, and to what is the message that you want to give to other people through that?
Well, it's from a scripture out of the Bible, and it's safe. Psalms 91 that says, "He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High God shall abide under the shadow." You know, so under His shadow, under God's shadow, we're safe. We're covered. You know, we have nothing to fear because He's always protecting us. We're safe.
Wow.
No matter how many strikes you get.
Wow.
Strike 1, 2, or 3. We're always safe under God's shadow. So that's what, and I wrote that song too.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Eric and I did.
Yeah, I think
that's
fantastic.
The premise of that.
You're gonna let us know where people can find those, right?
Okay, yeah. It's actually on iTunes. You can find it on iTunes and Rhapsody and Amazon and all of those outlets, digital outlets.
Okay, wonderful. Let's just talk for a minute about you as a woman, as a musician, and as a Christian, and how those roles, how you see that working and unfolding for you, how you guide, I guess you would say, as you maneuver your way through, how does that work in your music? How does that unfold?
Well, it's just actually, you know, it's not new to me, but over the years, I have began to notice just recently the evolution of the flower or the butterfly, so to speak, which is the gift that God has given to me, because when I started, I was very shy and I wasn't as confident. But, you know, the more you do something, the more you get an opportunity to exercise your gift, the more comfortable you are with it.
Right.
And so that's just kind of where I am now. And I always get nervous, but I just try to lean on God and lean and depend on Him. A lot of times when I hit the stage, I was like, what in the world am I going to do? What am I going to say?
Right.
But once you hit the stage, it just seems like I just get a download of, you know, what to do, what to say, and those different things. So it just comes from just doing it.
But
and
it almost sounds like you're saying that you weren't always doing gospel.
No.
But it almost sounds like you have.
Yeah, in my former life, I was Beyonce, you know.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So so you're feeling even another stage of growth.
Yeah,
that's coming out.
absolutely. Yeah,
Very
absolutely.
nice.
Even vocally. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, good.
I don't sound like I did when I was 19.
Right.
Yeah, there's just a sense of maturity when you go through different things in life.
Right.
You know, I can tell a different story to somebody else now that I'm older and I've gone through different situations.
Right.
Yeah.
You can almost give back more.
Exactly.
What about your family now? You're not just out there by yourself now like you were before. You're in a family of musicians.
Absolutely.
So can you talk about how that all works together and your family members that also? Because is that your band also at this?
Here on Monday nights?
Yes.
Yeah, kind of, sort of. We hang out a lot together, so I guess you could say that. Yeah, I guess you could say
Informally.
that. Yeah. So actually, the band, as far as my family is concerned, as I said before, I met Eric on the road with Dena Brice.
Okay.
And we just kind of clicked and hit it off. And he played guitar, and I was actually one of the background singers. And you know, when we found out we liked each other, you know, we just kind of clicked, and we started doing musical things together, writing songs, and we opened our own studio. We had an opportunity to do that.
Here in Charlotte?
Yeah. And we still have it today.
I see.
And so that has grown. My son is musically inclined. I have an 11-year-old son.
Even?
And Evan is 27.
Okay.
And he plays. Actually, Evan plays the organ, and he plays everything. Yeah. So everybody does something.
Okay, well,
Yeah.
explain just that give back piece a little bit more that you guys were talking about earlier tonight,
Yeah.
and you brought up also.
Yeah.
What is that about?
Well, it's our Monday night give back. It's called The Experience.
Mhm.
And every Monday night for the last 8 years almost, it'll be 8 years in April,
Yeah.
God just gave us an idea to fortify our musical community here in the Charlotte region. And that means just to bring, from all different genres of music, be it jazz, be it gospel, be it, rock. Sometimes they rock out,
Okay, so
We
you're
don't-
bringing musicians together, one
Yeah,
location.
all in one location. And sometimes we're confined in our different churches or our different gigs or what have you. And our Monday night is just an opportunity for musicians to come together and just kind of, as my husband would say, color outside the lines.
Oh, right.
So
Beautiful.
we get a chance to kind of explore musically and go to different places that we wouldn't normally go to.
But you still have, there's sort of a gospel flavor.
Yeah. We get back to that. We get back to that. But one of the other main premises of it is that we don't charge, but we ask a $5 donation. And what we do with those donations and canned goods is that we support our local food bank, and we make deposits to our food bank every week.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So let's talk about what are you working on? Lately?
Well,
Well,
right now I'm working on let's see, it will be my, what is it, the third CD? What is that, junior, sophomore? No, it's freshman,
Is
junior.
it? I thought I didn't
Yeah, it would be my junior.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I have 2 records.
Oh, I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
Two
What
records
What was the
out
other one?
It was just entitled Dena Brice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Not many people know about that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, well, I may have to bring that one
Right.
back out.
Right. So, but what about so you're doing a third now?
Yeah, I'm doing a third one now.
And is that going to be gospel?
Yeah.
Primarily it is. Okay.
Primarily gospel.
Oh,
Yeah.
Is that pretty much, is that kind of the
Yeah,
genre
that's
you-
just kind of where I am now.
Mhm.
That's just kind of back to my roots. Never really
Right.
left that.
Right.
My music has always had a gospel undertone.
Mhm.
And
Give me your favorite gospel title then. It could be from
Oh,
back in the
my
day, or it could be something that you
goodness.
wrote yourself. Either way, what is it?
well, one of the songs that I did on my first record, and actually it was one of my aunt's favorite songs, it was called Yes, God is Real.
I think I remember that.
Yes. It's actually
It's
an
a-
old hymn.
It is.
It is an old hymn
it
that
is,
we
right.
rearranged,
Oh, my
and
goodness.
that I think that's one of my favorites.
So then the album is a mix. It's going to be some familiar tunes and then
Yeah,
some new.
yeah.
And this third one is
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So we do a few covers and kind of a balance with covers and original tunes.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. That's what I think people like. The
Yeah,
remix
something
of
they
it.
can. Yeah.
What would you like to tell if you had something that you wanted the listening audience to meditate on, or that, or something that you want them to know about you? What would it be? Either one. There's something that you want people to. I mean, clearly you have a message that you're trying to that you is a
Yeah.
part of what you do.
Well, I guess I'm thankful that God entrusted me with a gift. I could have been doing anything, but He gave me a gift, and I'm appreciative of that. And I realized at this juncture in my life, I want to inspire. I want to inspire other people. When my mother made me sing, I hated it.
Mm-hmm.
But now I'm so glad she did, because she saw something in me that I didn't see. And when I open my mouth to use my gift, I want to inspire people to do things that they thought that they could not do.
And we're thankful that you do that. And we were going to listen to you do one more piece, and then we're going to come right back.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Rain on me, yes. Open the windows of heaven.
just enjoy it so very, very much. I have a final question for you, and it's sort of about your ministry. How do you perceive it? You've talked about your gift, but in terms of its impact on other people, have there been times when you assisted other people with sort of a breakthrough in their spiritual walk, or what does this ministry mean to you? And if you want to add, when was that moment when you realized this was exactly what you're supposed to be doing?
Right. Well, I'll have to go back, and it's funny that you asked me that. On yesterday, I realized that 15 years ago, God called me into the ministry, and I preached an initial sermon. And it was 15 years ago on yesterday. So coupled with, the music portion, I always try to use something inspirational, something from the scriptures that will continue to help guide people. And it's always amazing. I don't really have one set thing, but people, it just amazes me that people will come up to me and say, oh my goodness, you just really blessed me. You inspired me to do X, Y, Z, and that's why I'm on this path now. It's just amazing. And sometimes, it gets discouraging sometimes. It seems to be a lonely walk sometimes when you're standing up for what you believe in, no matter what it is.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So with that being said, when those said people come back to you and tell you how much of an inspiration or blessing or what you did or something that you said, or if that's not even something that you said, maybe a hug or a nice smile or whatever. It doesn't take a lot.
Well, we saw some of that tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
People were coming up to you.
And I always say it, the music, that's easy. But it's what happens before the music and what happens after the music is what's most important when you're relational with other people,
I think I understand. So for you, this is a ministry, and you use your gift at music to get that across.
Absolutely.
Okay, beautiful.
Music is the universal language.
Yes.
Everybody speaks.
And you are so good at it. So
Thank
you so much for being on the show.
Thank you.
Sharing this time with us. It's been a pleasure to get to know you.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, we're going to ask you back.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. We're going to stop here for today, and we'll see you all next time. This has been Upfront.
I just wanna be, oh yeah.